the button.
Fingers crossed. Hey, we're back.
Here we go.
Oh,
Take 2, baby. Let's
that
go.
was so hard.
We made it. We made it.
We made it. Hi, welcome back to Last Lines of Noobs and Men. I'm
Last
Liam.
lines of Conquest Creations.
That's it. Celebrity guest appearance.
Celebrity
it.
guest appearance
Yep.
from.
I'm only here because I'm being paid. I actually do not like these guys.
That's
honestly
hates us
fair.
with a passion.
Yeah, that's it.
We only pay you because you've got more subscribers.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
So it goes both ways, buddy.
And that money, I'm planning on retiring relatively soon off the huge coffers of the Last Lines of Noobs and Men.
Yeah, yeah, because
we're flush.
we give him 80% of our revenue, which is 80 cents.
80% of $1.
You still get someone paying $50 a month on your Patreon to get photos of your feet?
Yes.
Yes.
That's so good.
We had 2 for a little while.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is... I'm so glad that people make poor financial decisions.
Mr. Minty, that's for you, mate.
Sorry, not a poor financial decision. Completely worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. It's the best thing he's ever done.
We've definitely said feet recently as well.
Yeah.
We've definitely done the thing that we're meant to do.
Yeah,
Jacob.
the question is, are these good feet photos? Or are they just, like...
Oh, not at all.
At one point, we sent J-Max feet.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
That was fun. So, Jacob, we need to get your feet next.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, my feet are not... I wouldn't pay $50 to see them.
I wouldn't pay $1 to see mine.
You might not, but I'm sure people would. People want to see
That's
them
it.
dogs.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, woof. Anyway, speaking of dogs, let's get into these lists.
We're into lists. What are these lists for, Liam?
These are for the Queensland Oceanic Masters.
Yeah, the Oceanic Masters Queensland GT, 750 points, 2-day event, 5 games. The scenario is a random roll.
Ooh.
At the
No veto.
No veto, random roll, just like the good old days. Before each round, and it is run and organized by me, and I'm very stressed about it.
Yeah. I'm carefree. It's great. Not having to worry about a tournament. Oh, so nice.
Yeah, it's fair. I've got some like a fuck ton of prizes like well behind me. Some cool trophies. I might actually put some photos up. Unlike the video from last night. But yeah, these are the lists. We've got 42 players. No Dragon Emperor, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, let's have a look-see, shall we, at what people are running.
So we're starting with Cody and his Karith Ungle Legendary Legion, which honestly, slaps. I love Karith Ungle.
It's a solid list. He ran Karith Ungle at the 1,000-point tournament, not realizing that animosity, you couldn't get animosity using Spearman. He was under the impression that you could. But now that he's figured that out, I think he changes his game plan a little bit. And from my understanding, he's going to do quite well with this.
So I think that Karith Ungle definitely is best at 500 points. I think
for sure.
Yeah. Once
100%.
you get the fourth hero in, it's a little bit... I'm not as convinced on it, because like Gorbag, super good, Shagrat, really good, Shelob, great, but when you've got the Mordor Uruk captain and the Orc captain, they're not hitting as hard as the others.
Yeah.
He does end up with 45 models, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
The average is like
32-ish?
I think it's 30...
35-ish, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, around that mid to upper 30 mark. So the 45 is great.
That being said, he is capped out at D5.
Yeah.
So, unless maybe the Mordor Uruk-hai... Yeah, Mordor Uruk-hai a D4 base with
D4
base,
to D5 shield.
Yeah.
So it's 45 models, but it's 45 models that will die quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, it is 45 models at least that are going to hit hard, though, as well. With Animosity, Strength 4, like you can do some serious damage. You've got a lot of two-handers in there as well, so like if you're really outnumbering, you've got +2s to wound. Like that's pretty solid.
+2s to wound on strength 4 is pretty good.
Yeah,
and
+2s
ultimately
to wound on strength 5 with that captain as well.
Yeah.
You can't forget about Shelob and the amount of damage that she can do. I know in at that previous tournament he was running this, Shelob went out on her own and it didn't work. I think if he death balls with her a little bit more, I think he's going to get a lot more work out of her. And it's going to do some damage.
No, absolutely. Yeah, look, solid.
Solid.
Oh wow.
Spoilers.
There we go. All right. I didn't realize it wasn't going to just scroll. It was just going to go every list. All right.
Mick Stewart. One of the only Gladstone boys. A lot of them had to pull out, sadly, due to work and life commitments. But
never
Mick,
pull out.
Poor move, yeah.
Mick is making the trip down, which is I'm very excited by. But he's gone with an Angmar, Kardush and Witch King Angmar.
This isn't Angmar. This is
Mordor.
This is Mordor.
Yeah.
It's kind of Angmar, to be fair. It has an Angmar vibe to its Mordor. Yeah, look, I 2 trolls. You got the Chiefy and a Mordor troll. I'm surprised that troll doesn't have a drum.
That's the first thing that stood out to me. He's only got 35 models. That's probably why he doesn't go for a drum, because you're losing 4 or 5 models to get it. And 30 model Mordor is very low.
That's very low. That's a pretty stacked Witch King. He's on horse though, not on
fell base.
Okay, so no Morgul Blade on the Witch King. I've seen quite a few lists now, especially from the Aragorn one, where people don't take the Morgul Blade. What do you think about that? Because it's hard to justify the 10 points, but it's like when it matters, it completely changes everything.
Yeah,
but it doesn't always matter.
Yeah, I see it. I've been running the Witch King a bit recently without it, and he's like, even running him with it at the doubles recently. We didn't get to use it once. Like it just never popped up. We almost had it pop up because we versed 2 Mumaks first round, and then he died before he even got to the Mumak, so that was good. Yeah, look, I can see it being solid, but I think, like I've already said, he's already pretty low on models, and that's a whole model lost for the Blades.
2 orcs, isn't it?
Almost.
I'm in a similar boat where when I was running the Witch King, I wasn't giving him the Morgul Blade unless I had an extra 10 points. Okay. That's when I was adding it in, but if I didn't have the extra 10 points, I would still prefer that extra model, because as Liam said, it either doesn't come up that often. You can go through a whole tournament and you could just never use it. So I can leave it or take it. Like, it doesn't bother me either way.
I think I'm not leaving home without it, or at least on a juiced Witch King. Like, by the time I have 3 Might, 3 Fate, and some Will, I'd rather drop 2 of those Will points for the Morgul Blade, because like, it's so often that you come up against like an Elendil, like even other models would have 3 Fate, like any big 3/3 hero, where if you charge in with the Fell Beast and you actually do like 2 or 3 wounds with their Fate, they're totally fine, but with the Morgul Blade, they're gonna die.
Just bypasses it.
Yeah. But the problem is that when you're using the Morgul Blade on a Fell Beast, you're not using its the Fell Beast strength and all that kind of stuff. So it's
that's true.
I actually don't mind it. I actually think it's better if he's on a horse. Grab the Morgul Blade if he's on a horse, because then you don't care that you're gonna miss out. Like, you're not missing out on anything by using it, kind of thing. Whereas if you use it while you're on a Fell Beast, you're missing out on that strength 6. Like, it's kind of a bit more of a trade there.
Yeah.
But no, actually, I think on horse, I think I rate it, but I just haven't really. I don't know. It is kind of very situational.
Looking at his list though, especially with 35 models, I don't think I would drop 2 models to get it.
I think I'd probably drop
2 Will. Would be
I would probably drop 2 Will to grab it, because like you can kind of then use them and use the blade in conjunction with the troll, and hope the troll does the damage, and then you can get the blade to
it
do
could just be
the final
it could
blow.
just be me. You know, I've only ever run the Witch King in an army once. I am uncomfortable playing the Witch King with less than 16 will.
Yeah, I think
Really?
14. 14's still a decent
Yeah.
amount.
18 if I want him to be combat. Oh, sorry. If I want him to be a bit more combat heavy. 16 if I'm prepared for him just to be in a support role. That's just me as a player who hasn't. I've run him in my Angmar list, and that's it. So yeah.
See,
but hey, look, this is a solid list. Mick's a great player as well. So
he'll do great with it.
Even with what might be considered not the greatest additions, like no drummer or whatever, the dude's got tech.
Yeah, no, he'll do well with it. But yeah, I think some interesting, like the Wild Riders. I think they'll do all right. Like it feels like not a lot of models for Mordor, but I think he can pull that off with the trolls. Hopefully, doing some hurls and that kind of stuff.
Also very low might for 750, only 7 might.
Incredible, yeah, true. Yeah. Ooh. Actually, 6. The Troll Chieftain's only got
2. That's right, because it's not Black Gate.
Is Karith just 1?
Yeah, Karith is just 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Timmy
Vasquez. This man,
a man of culture.
A man of culture. I'm interested in the captain instead of Thorin though. That's
similar to yesterday's situation where it was Rumil, Haldir, and then Galadrim captain, not Orphan. I have the same feelings for this one, where it's Thrall, Thrain. It should be Thorin, just for that theme. But I understand he's a big fan of March.
Look.
So that's
March
why I know that's
good.
why he's adding in the captain,
especially in dwarves. Like it is good.
I'm not a fan of March at all, and I'm a big fan of Thorin.
Let's go.
Fair. Honestly, fair. I like March in dwarves, especially if you want to make a bit more of a rounded list. It makes sense to have some March, but the Warhorn, nah. You already
because you drop that Warhorn and you can upgrade the Captain of Erebor to Dwalin. Even if you don't want to go Thorin, you go Dwalin. Or you want the Warhorn and you just swap him for Balin. Like I think the Captain of Erebor is the worst choice of all the heroes. I would take the 5 named heroes first, a Grimhammer captain, and then the Captain of Erebor.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If you're after a captain, the Grimhammer captain actually is like a way better shout. Like he hits so much harder. Like granted, you can't shield with him, which is like he doesn't even have a shield anyway, so never mind.
You've got 39 D7 models though. You don't need to shield. You got so much.
Yeah. Look, I've got the experience of throwing one Grimhammer into Boromir, and
hang on, what?
Those D7 boys, they're huge. You don't need shielding when you're D7.
Look, I think there's a couple
18 Guardians of the King.
Oh yeah, like you don't need a shielding captain when you've got 18 Guardians of the King. Look, I think that's probably the only thing I change is.
Sadly, I do have to say that sadly Tim will only be there for the first day. But he has said his goal is to win all 3 games on day 1, and hoping to verse players that people think will get the podium. So he wants to try and ruin potential podium players.
Okay.
That's his only goal. And you know what? All respect for wanting to do that.
Yeah, no, that's good. But yeah, look, I changed our captain. That's it. Done.
Yep. I like the spears. Next on, what do we got?
Taking the banner there.
It's a bit redundant, but like, I mean, there is those like 4 or 5 scenarios that have banner VPs. Like,
I think it's worth having the banner. I'll be honest, just so you can split your force up if need be.
That's true.
Double banners, baby.
All right.
Ooh. This is Cruise Missile Aragorn, and he plays Alisar truly as a cruise missile. I've never seen anyone play a model so recklessly, yet do so well.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Alisar, Huron, Ingold. Like I like 2 of those 3 heroes. Yeah. Look, I rate like I rate Elissa, like when you've got her in Ingold, like that's a solid like addition to him to make him still quite good. Like her and like he benefits from Elissa with the banner and that kind of stuff and the fearless. But yeah, I hate Elissa.
Really? Whoa, Elisar's cool.
He's fine. He's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just Boromir's is better, like in every way.
We're not advocates for King Alisar on this channel. We're
No.
very like he's cool, he's enjoyable. If you want to use him, but
we're very anti-monarchy here.
Yeah. The more competitive option in my
that's
mind
it.
is Boromir.
Yeah.
We're not royalists.
We're not royalists.
Dead. Oh,
Good.
no. The king will be soon as well with his sausage fingers.
Oh. Look. It's a solid list. Like I just never rate Elissa. Like he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
But
he should
be more than fine.
Josh did do very well with this list in Gladstone. He was top table in the last round, but then lost to Riley, who ended up winning the tournament from memory, and dropped down out of podium position. But hey, it'll be good to see what he does with this at the Queensland GT.
I mean, 41 models is pretty good for Aragorn Gondor as well. I say.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, considering how much points you're spending on a worthless hero. All right. Oh yeah, there we go.
Here we go. This one should make you happy.
Yeah, this is the exact same list but better.
Still don't like it because Boromir with banner
models.
is on horse.
Yeah, 30 models. He spent a lot on Fountain Court Guard and Forlong. Forlong the
that
fat
is a lot of Fountain Court Guard.
Yeah.
He's 90.
And Iralas as well. Iralas is an interesting choice.
Oh, Iralas. I thought that was Ingold. Oh,
no,
okay.
No, that's Iralas. I don't know. Iralas it's an amazing looking model, but I just always want to take Ingold over Iralas.
I would be fine with him taking Iralas if he'd made it a bit more themed, not had the Rangers and had Fountain Court, Citadel Guard instead. Oh, you got Fountain Court Guard and Citadel Guard, and you've got like the kind of upper echelon of
Gondorian society.
Yeah.
The question is, does Forlong actually fit in this list? Coming in at 90 points, and he has the Warhorn, which you don't need because you have all of your bodyguard anyway. And then I get even if he's not giving you the Warhorn, he's still good. But for 90 points, you could be getting, I don't know, something that
Bolt thrower
is better.
Bolt thrower, yeah.
Not a bolt thrower. No, don't do that.
I could be wrong, but I think this was more of a case of I want to use Forlong the Fat, but I don't have fiefdoms to run him in.
Look, he's like, I'm not saying he's bad, but definitely I think there are better choices for sure. But like, for the meme of it, that's fun.
Because does his reroll ones that doesn't affect regular troops?
No, because it's the no, it's all so it's all from the fiefdoms army list.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say if that did affect these regular troops, maybe he's got some play there, but I think this is a case of wanting to run the fat bastard and not having fiefdoms to run him in.
Yeah. Iralas is bad.
Just back to Iralas for a sec. Well, I actually don't mind Iralas in this because he's 5/5 instead of 5/4. And Ingold gives you the shield wall with your Warriors of Minas Tirith, but he doesn't have Warriors of Minas Tirith.
That's
so you don't need the shield wall.
That is fair.
That's fair, but I rate Fight 4 striking rather than Fight 5 shielding decently, I guess.
Defensing is what Iralas would do.
Yeah.
True, yeah. He's fine.
He turns into a speed bump.
Yeah, he'll turn into a bit of a road bump for whatever big hero he throws at, but yeah. And then you've got 3 really quite large heroes on horse, which is quite nice. I think it'll hit very hard, but probably melt pretty quickly, depending on what happens.
We got D7 on all the troops.
That's true. That is true, actually. Yeah.
And 5/5. So yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Good job, Matty Hansen. Good job.
Not bad. Oh, Ben Ryan. Hell
PJ
yeah, let's
party,
go.
baby.
It's the PJ party.
The PJ party.
Oh yeah.
It's the Dwarf PJ party.
Balin, Gimli, Floy, Dwarf Rangers, and a couple of Iron Guard thrown in
A
there.
couple?
Yeah,
A
12.
couple?
Yes. Oh,
No,
wait,
he's
it's
got-
not 12.
He's got 18.
18.
That's so good.
This dude obviously has.
That is a lot of Iron Guard. And he's
That's
still got
so
38
good.
models.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh man, I love this list. I've been thinking about a similar list, and this is
We saw a list last night, which was PJ Party, but it was purely Dwarf Ranger. I think it hit 40. Was it 45 models?
48, I think.
It might have even been 48. But I'll be honest.
At 750.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like the inclusion of the Iron Guard, and I can justify the loss of 10 models for 18 Iron Guard.
Yeah, which is like 30.
Oh yeah.
36. Yeah, 36 attacks. Out of
Throwing
18
weapons,
models.
D6 over D5 as well.
Strength 4 over strength 3. Like,
Yeah.
it adds a lot
Huge.
of strength 4 to this list, which is really nice. And then so many throwing axes. Oh baby.
I'm very, very excited to see Ben run this. This is going to be.
Oh, honestly, same. This is.
He's
such
been
a-
talking about running this list at tournaments for ages, but it's just never been able to show up to any tournament. So for him to finally be able to do it, I'm very excited.
I like.
Yeah, this is
Balin.
this is a more list that I can get around.
Gimli's just always so expensive when you think about a King's Champion, though. Like, I just take a King's Champion over Gimli every day of the week. But man, I think it'll still go really well. Gimli he also just has the added stigma of just not belonging there at all. But you know,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
This is total side note, but the fact that you can't take Gimli without Balin is like I would love to play just a Khazad-dûm army where Gimli is my leader and there's no other named heroes.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they include that stipulation.
Like
It's so silly.
a glittering horde.
Glittering
Cave.
Cave.
That's it. Yeah.
I was looking at doing a list like that, but obviously having to take Balin, but I would just use a Dwarf King model and just say, cool, that's Balin, but for the theme of it, it's Gimli's the leader, and
or maybe you say it's Old Gloin or something. Gimli's dad.
Oh, that'd be fun.
even that'd be
That
sick.
would actually be really fun. Yeah, you could even use that. There's that king model that's modeled off Lloyd from the movie, which is fun.
Pretty cool, yeah.
But yeah, look, I think Gimli should either not be in Khazad-dûm at all, especially if he has to have Balin in there, which just makes no sense. Or he should be in like the newest War of the Ring Erebor Reclaimed. Like, surely. How is he not?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, was he Erebor? Yeah, I guess he would have been.
Yeah, he was. He was there with his dad. His dad's in the list.
He was
Dave's
born,
there.
He was
He's
born in
not.
the Blue Mountains. He was born in the Blue Mountains, and when Erebor was retaken, because Gimli wanted to join Thorin's company, but he was only 33, so he was considered too young. So he couldn't join him. So then when Erebor was retaken, Smaug was just disappeared and shit. He went to Erebor and hung around Erebor.
Yeah, he should be in
All right.
War of the Ring Erebor Reclaimed. You can't change
A little
my
bit of
mind.
Lord deep dive for you there.
Little bit,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's it. Just call me the Luton of Lord of the Rings.
Wow, what the
Yes.
fuck is this?
Isla
Oh,
from MESBG Nerds
it-
and her Mahud shithousery. It was either going to be this or a list that was just Khandish chariots.
Oh, that would have been sick as well, actually. Alright, so what was it? 2 Mahud Kings and a Tribe Master. Surely you just make that another Mahud King. 3 Mahud Kings is better than 2.
Well, so I've played quite a lot of Mahud in the past kind of 6 months-ish, and there's definitely some things I would do differently here. Firstly, if you're going with the Tribes Master, I would drop the Tribes Master down on foot, and the Tribes Master just calls 2 heroic moves, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Secondly, every Mahud warrior has a blowpipe. She's got it on most, but not all, and it's worth having them on all. And then she has 2 banners in one warband. I'm probably going to split those banners up.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, because that's mostly mounted warbands up here, whereas that's a mostly foot warband. But yeah, I see your point there for sure.
Yeah, that's an interesting move on her end.
I truly just don't like. I forgot that Mahud even gets banners because he's just always, oh yeah, just throw in Suladan. Like that's how it's usually run. But man, I think it's gonna be.
My biggest thing is not enough half trolls. I want to see more half trolls.
More half trolls, yeah, absolutely.
Six is a lot.
That's not enough.
12 at least.
I think we're just used to Elias running around with like minimum 10.
Yeah, so many half trolls.
I've got a love-hate relationship with half trolls because, like as I said, I've been playing my Mahud a lot, and they're absolutely fantastic if they get stuck into troops. But what I find is as soon as there's another big hero on the board, like a Gil-galad or an Elisar or a Boromir, you really have to split those half trolls up, because if Elisar can charge into 2 half trolls and kill them in 1 turn, it's he's
so sad.
So
sad.
Yeah.
Like 50 points off the board. Yeah,
yeah. I shed a single tier when I had a King Dane charge 2 half trolls, call a heroic combat, kill them both, and then charge 2 more and kill them as well. It goes 100 points in 1 turn.
I
learned my lesson very, very hard in that game.
Oh, that hurts. This almost made up entirely all of King Dane's points.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
He's repaid himself. He could have died next turn. And
yeah.
Jesus
oh my god. That's insane.
I'll feel for you there, Jacob. That's
for sure. No, I think I agree with you with the blowpipes. Just give more blowpipes. Everyone can.
It's shit. One of those things where it's like if you can take 100% ranged weapons somewhere, you gotta try and do it. Like even with throwing weapons, if you can run, if you can give a model a throwing weapon, I reckon you do it. Same with this blowpipe. It's 12 inches over the 6 inch as well. You go, cool, have the throwing weapon
on a 3+ as well. Like that's
and there's no downside to getting that. You're basically getting an extra dice in combat if you are charging your opponent that turn.
Blowpipes aren't.
No. But I mean, just like throwing weapons.
Oh, throwing weapons, yeah.
But
throwing weapons for sure.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
This will be. Be nice to look at this army on the table. I'm sure it's painted up nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Where are we off to? Oh, my mate Ethan. Fucking. Oh, I love that he's taken denizens. It's so good. It's so fucking good.
40 models. Holy shit.
40 model denizens.
That's nearly 80 wounds running around. A bit less because there's like fell wargs and stuff in there, but still, like
that's a lot of wounds. Well, you can kind of.
I reckon 80 wounds. He's got bat swarms and the Spider Queen.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon it's about 80 wounds. He's got 3 bat swarms. Oh shit. What's he got? Mirkwood spiders. He's got 6 of them. Jesus. And then how many giants?
That's the big. Like the first thing I count is the number of bat swarms, the number of Mirkwood spiders. Everything else is whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's what?
4, 6,
10,
8, 9,
12,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14 giant spiders.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Yeah. 3 bats, 14 giant
16
spiders.
wargs.
Yeah. Did you say 16 wargs?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's a lot of 40 models with
many things.
A lot.
That's so many things. And the thing is, Ethan's podiumed with this army as well. So like, he knows what he's doing with it.
It's
the scary thing about it is if you break, it's all over.
Oh, for sure, 100%. That's why you kind of need 40 models, because it's just like I need as many models on the board as possible to not break. Like,
and you almost have to think of it as I have 21 models because I can't get all 40 in combat at once.
Yeah.
And as soon as 21 of them are dead, it's all over.
It's all over. Yeah, absolutely. And the Queen's just like, she's so fragile. It's so sad how fragile she is.
It's also just 3 might as well, because it's just the Queen.
Just the Queen's might.
Yeah, man.
It's a rough list. It just doesn't have a lot of tools. But man, when if it goes off, it really goes off. It has a decent run, or if it's played well. it's scary. Like we had another player, Aaron, recently, who's keeps rocking up with a lot of spiders, and
she's running spiders to the GT.
Oh, it's scary. I'm keen to see her list as well, because fuck, it's also mostly Mirkwoods, and it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, she paralyzed Smaug at a recent event.
Yeah,
Smaug showed up and she just went, "Hey man, I'm so sorry, but I've got like
16.
12, however many Mirkwood spiders." She's like, "I am paralyzing him turn 1." Like,
I versed this list actually with a dragon and a couple of cave drakes. The dragon got paralyzed turn 1 and didn't get back up. Did not get back up. Got fucking absolutely railed by these fucking spiders. It was one Mirkwood as well. One shot from one Mirkwood was just like, "Paralyzed dragon, you rolled all your fate. Fuck you." It's like
unbelievable.
Oh, God.
Good job, Ethan. I love the list.
Oh,
yeah, that feels bad.
Saxon
with the double race. Okay.
He's going back to Moran and Elves. He flirted with Golfinbull for a bit.
7 heads.
Yeah.
Oh baby, I know exactly what this list is trying to do.
Instill fear, 7 heads.
Drain courage, 7 heads.
Spicy.
Yeah, that's solid. Actually, I quite like that. That's a lot of will. Holy shit, that's a lot of will.
I was gonna say he's got 33 models, which is another small Mordor list. It's the second small Mordor list that we've seen, but boy, does he have a lot of will.
That's a lot of magic coming down range. Yeah, I don't know if he needs that much will, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, because that's...
Yeah.
I mean, like, what, standard wraiths are... a Drain Courage on a 2+, Instill Fear on a 5+. Alright.
I will say this, though. For a man who wants to win the wooden spoon, he's not given us a list that is wooden spoon worthy.
No, not in my opinion either, no. I mean, like I think again we've not got the Morgul Blade, which I think you could probably easily drop a couple of will here and grab the Morgul Blade.
Yeah, he is on a Fell Beast this time.
Yeah, that's true. Which will help with the Instill Fear, that's for sure. Fly behind the lines, Instill Fear.
But the thing, yeah, I was about to say that I want to see him fly behind the lines, Instill Fear, and then push them all forwards and just absolutely rip them to pieces.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility in this list, that's for sure. But yeah, I think the Morannons, like numbers wise, I guess you go for the Morannons, but like surely with that much Instill Fear and Courage, like debuffs, you want to go with a couple of Black Numbs. But
yeah, it's 100%.
Actually, no, I think he
I'm
doesn't.
presuming he didn't have.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
Yeah,
Black Numbs,
it's
actually.
solely on the case that he doesn't own Black Nums, because we were trying to find a way to get him Black Nums before the GT, but nothing worked out.
I actually do remember that being an issue. Yeah. But yeah, look, I think it's like low models, but I think if the catapult can go off, it won't matter.
Yeah.
It's going to be big problem for him if he gets a Maelstrom scenario and that catapult dies early.
Yeah.
That's so much of his power. Although that being said, like the catapult has a troll with it.
It won't die too quickly.
Isn't written on the paper, so that, like having a troll is helpful.
Yeah, you got the rerolls of the troll, and then when it's in combat, you've got a troll. So
yeah,
I think it'll still do okay, even if it's caught out. But man, I'm really interested to see how this goes, because I think if it'll suck if he comes up against like bodyguard and that kind of stuff, but other than that, I think it'll go.
As long as it's having fun.
In that case, he can just fire regular ammunition with the
that's
troll.
True, actually. Yeah, it's still a catapult. Yeah, that is incredibly true.
A catapult, and it's still got a troll.
Yeah, no, that's really spicy. I like it a lot.
Oh.
All right, Hayden, what do we got? Ander, Ritabi, Brogir. So not the Legion. Ooh,
yeah.
And no Emperor.
Yes. So we do have an Eastling list, but it is not. Yeah, it's not a Dragon Emperor Eastling list.
And there are no black dragons. What the fuck is going on here?
Now,
what is this?
I versed him recently at the 1,000-point tournament. He was running an Eastling list, but everything was black dragons. And I remember telling him, hey man, like, I don't know, maybe don't give everything black dragon. So I'm wondering if
he went overcompensated
no the other way and not taken any.
Well, I think that the thing to look at is the 42 models with Easterlings.
That's true.
You don't get that if you have black dragon.
No, that is true. You'd lose a good, 4 or 5 models at least.
D6 on everyone. He has a war drum.
Which is good.
Good. And he's not putting shields on bows.
He's not putting black dragons on bows.
That's good.
Either like 3 cataphracts with the one with the war drum, and then you've got 6 acolytes, which is quite nice. Yeah, look, I think it's solid. I think it's going to be really interesting. This is a very, like, other than obviously having Brogir and Rutabi, it's a very, like, classic Easterlings. Like, you've got, I feel like Rutabi should be the leader, because then Amdur can go off a lot more. Like, Rutabi absolutely should be the leader. That's the biggest thing I'd say.
Well,
and she's much more survivable.
Amdur's not on a horse, interestingly enough.
Oh, he's not.
If he was on a horse, then I would make Rutabi the general. Otherwise, I don't think it really matters.
I still think even not on a horse.
Everyone wants to kill Rutabi. Everyone wants to kill Rutabi
Master of
anyway.
Battle. Yeah, good point.
That's true.
So why bother making them want to kill her even more?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I just think she's way more survivable, though. D7, 2 Fate, she survived way better than Amdur at D6 with 1 Fate.
Yeah, and if they're going to strike against her or whatever to try and beat her, well, what is it? 3+ Master of Battle?
3+ Master of Battle, yeah. I think she's a lot more survivable than Amdur, but it'll be interesting to see how he goes on foot, because that's spicy.
No, solid list.
Very interesting Easterling list. I'm curious to see how that goes, because I think...
Yeah, the Fight 3 is going to be a bit rough.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, because Fight 4 is, like, almost redundant at this point. It's like there's so much Fight 5 around. It's like, Fight 4, like, fucking, okay. You're paying less for that and getting more models, which I actually quite rate. I rate that quite a lot. If you're not going the Legion to get the Fight 5, you might as well be Fight 3.
And it's 2 points as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like this. I think it'll be. I think the triple biddies, the triple banners is not.
The triple biddies are back.
Because you've already got.
Yeah, triple banner.
No,
2 banners.
No, because Amdur's a banner as well.
Amdur counts. Yes, yeah, that's true.
So that is a triple banner. Interesting.
Oh,
all right. I mean,
Next
42
up.
models. That's 42 models.
It's big.
Yeah.
Oh, this is our first interstate player. Russell B from New South Wales.
Let's call you Rusley.
Rusley B. Actually, Hayden Evans is kind of an interstate player. He lives between Queensland and Western Australia, so is Ethan's an honorary Queenslander, let's be honest.
He's coming from New South Wales.
Yeah. But yeah, Russell, all the way from New South Wales, I think is down from the Gong, which is good fun. And from what I've heard, this dude is the master of movement in this game. Running alerts as scouts, giving him that extra 2 inches on his lads, plus the drummer and march if he really wants. I'm really, really interested to see how he plays this, because if he's as good at movement as I've been told he is, he's gonna put some work in with this.
It's loads of scouts though. I don't know.
48 models without a spear.
Yeah, I mean that's 48 models, but like you might not have a spear, but you've got 8-inch move to wrap around.
You've got wrapping and trapping.
Yeah,
but like you're not getting the +1s from Uglux and.
I don't have Grishnak.
You don't have Grishnak?
Yeah, I love Grishnak. I love Uglux Scouts for Grishnak. It's that +2 to wound is massive.
Yeah, they just like it's. I just always find that it's like, oh, it's Uruk Scouts, but like a little worse because you just don't get +1s to wound. Like, granted, you're all 8-inch move, which is really nice. Like, having a whole army be able to just fuck around the board is really good. But I just always find like missing the
and the
+1s
whole
to
army
wound,
affected by the drum.
That's true as well. That is true. Yeah. So like you really are hoofing it around the board. But like that's
Let's check.
Let's sucks. I hate him.
Whoa.
Goroff is just better alerts for cheaper. Can't change my mind.
Yeah,
I've tried. A lot of us have tried.
Like,
No,
let's get his shield throw here. Come on,
yeah, you get the shield
cool.
throw if it even does anything. If it even hits.
I mentioned this in the last list review we did for the Taz GT, where because I have such a bad experience with Lurtz of Scouts running in at a really weird tournament, which was you could only have max 30 models and it was 600 points or something. It was just like, it was not a good list to take Lurtz of Scouts, a tournament to take Lurtz of Scouts in.
It was also like very like, oh, your hero has to do a heap of things. Like there was assassination and like
so I had a bad
experience.
Like I want to run Lurtz of Scouts again, just to give it a proper go. I think it's got some play because sometimes I'll be playing Uruk Scouts and I go, oh, these orcs are kind of useless at the moment. So it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how it pans out.
I'll be interested.
I'm deciding on the next army that I paint up because I'm painting up Gondor at the moment, and I'm really tempted to do Lurtz of Scouts as the next one because I want to try. I think I do a lot of my painting with like wacky out there colors. Are they all metal?
Yes. You know the army, baby.
How much?
I
know the
haven't
army.
thought about it. We'll chat after this.
I'm not going to pay you what it's worth. That's like
no.
It's worth so much.
It is worth so much. I'm not looking for that.
I just had to look up what their fucking other special rule is in this legion. It's just Lurtz's heroic challenge thing, which is also garbage water. But yeah, right.
Yeah, Lurtz isn't the guy to heroic challenge with.
No. And it's just like the shield throw is like, if it hits, it could maybe do something. But even then,
his heroic challenge should be.
Down.
Yeah.
What was that?
You knock people down.
You knock them down with the shield, and then you charge them and do the challenge.
I was going to say his heroic challenge should be one free heroic challenge a game. Whether or not your opponent accepts or denies it.
Yeah, it kind of is, to be fair, but like, I don't know. Like, heroic challenge is just a bad special.
I never use it. I can't remember the last time I used it.
Last time I used it, Thrall got killed by the fucking Goblin King.
Oh, I remember that. That was, yeah, hell yeah.
That's the first and last time I've ever used heroic challenge.
Let's move on from Rusley.
But let's keep going.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of lists to get through.
We've got a lot.
Oh, another Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan K.
Oh, fuck off.
45 models.
Azog. Get the fuck out of here.
Azog's Legion of Hunter. Azog, he's got Goblin Mercenaries, which I love.
I do appreciate that, to be fair. Did you say he has the flail? No, he doesn't have the flail. No
flail.
No, good. Doesn't need it. He already fucking hits like a goddamn
couple
truck.
Spear, couple with shield, couple of mercenaries, Fimble on Warg with a bunch of hunter orcs. It's a serviceable list.
Yeah, the two warbats. That's interesting. You don't see them often.
No, I love warbats though.
I've never versed one, so I'm curious.
The last time I versed one was
20 points for
against
flying model.
Yeah, 20 points for a flying model that can like do strength 4 hits if it flies over models or something like that.
Yeah. The last time I versed was against Jacob, and you flew over my banners and just killed both my banners. Yeah.
Ouch. Also, by the way, Fell Beast should have that special rule. What do you mean? Fell Beasts don't have that special rule? Don't have pluck?
They don't need it.
But they do that. They do that throughout the entire franchise. All they do is pick lads up and toss them about, and yet they don't have that special rule.
That's them using Hurl, you know?
Oh, sure it is. Oh my god! But yeah, look,
Um,
I
12
like
Goblin Mercenaries is a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, to be honest. Like, if you've got that appearing behind you, and you're just like, oh no, like,
Just get ready for destroy the supplies. Your opponent
Oh.
forgets about the mercenaries, and then the mercenaries show up and go, well,
That being said, like 45 total units, but that means there's only what 32 on the board.
on the board, yeah.
That's not a lot of models on the
Interesting.
board. Especially if the mercenaries start failing courage checks to even appear like that, man.
Think about this. You come up against a Mordor army that's also 32 models,
That's true.
then you drop 13 more models on the table.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the only other time I've only versed mercenaries like a handful of times, but like, I remember the most recent one was up against David, and it was like, oh yeah, your mercenaries just didn't arrive the entire game, and I won the game because of that. It was like they arrived in like the second last turn or something like that. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I versed his mercenaries. They showed up fairly early on, and then proceeded to die within 2 turns.
That's just a bad placement there.
I've used my mercenaries to absolutely annihilate Sean once, where he had a cavalry line on the side of the table, and I just walked in from the side because I couldn't deploy any of the terrain pieces and trapped the whole thing.
No.
I remember when you deployed your Goblin mercenaries in another game, they showed up, I broke you that turn, and then they immediately ran away.
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
Oh man. Oh look, I think this will go well. Like the Hunter Orcs, like 2 attack, strength 4, like they slap hard.
Yeah.
You've got only
good.
1 banner though. That's interesting.
1 banner minis, baby. That's all
1
you need.
banner minis. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? What's up next?
All right.
Oh, Jimmy Calla. This is the Victorian boy. This is my man. Me and Jim have been playing this
Hell
game.
yeah, I saw Jim K and I hoped it was him.
Yeah, we've been like
he's got
we've been
Gandalf
playing this
the
game for
White.
10 years together. Me and Jim, like, man, we go back ages. So I'm so happy he decided to come up. I'm really buzzed about this. But yeah, he's gone for Gandalf the White.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Gandalf the White.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, Jim on a good day is unbeatable, unless he's gotten shit over the past 3 years. But when this dude puts thought into the game, he is brilliant.
I can see like Gandalf the White in a very experienced player's hands. I can see him doing okay. I just never see him going, here's 240 points worth of effect on the battlefield. He just doesn't do it.
The only changes
I've got thoughts on him.
Oh yeah, fair.
So, with Gandalf the White.
Yeah.
Okay, Gandalf the White. You never get 240 points worth of value out of him. No. But you always get value out of him. Because his spells cover everything, you know, it's trading doing a lot of damage for being confident that every single game Gandalf will do stuff. So it's like you pay more for him and he does stuff every game.
My biggest concern is the 6 will. Yes, he gets a free one. I just feel like, I don't know, give him 8 will and a free one. I just always feel like he needs a little bit more.
I always compare him to like a Saruman or a Witch King, and every single time a Saruman or a Witch King is 300% better. Like it's the re-rolling spells. It's even like the amount of spells. Like I know Gandalf the White has a lot of spells, but like the majority of them are like, here's like, Fortify Spirit, or here's Blinding Light, or they're very like support based spells. Like there's not a lot of damage spells. Like his Sorcerer's Blast is about the closest thing, but it's a 4+. It's like, look, without a reroll, it's not as reliable.
And some players can fall into the trap of Gandalf the White being a 240 point Blinding Light model.
He ends up becoming a 240 point Blinding Light model.
But in saying that, something I was going to mention before was I would like to see a Gandalf the White Ministerialist where it's heavy shooting. So the Minister list that I run with the double bolt throwers, 13 Citadel Guard, or with longbow, I want to see that with Gandalf the White. I feel like
But once you paid for Gandalf in the bolt throwers, you've got no models. Like that's so many points.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I'd be dropping Boromir would be going, and then I'd be dropping other troops elsewhere. So that's the big thing. He's so expensive. Like 37 models. Like
that's
King
a decent amount of models, to be fair.
It's all right, but like King Alisar was running 41 models. And King Alisar puts work in.
King Alisar, despite being like, I still think Alisar is still also one of the worst Minister of Heroes, but Gandalf is just 10 times worse. Like he does two things averagely, which is magic and combat, for the price of double the price of another version of that. Like if it was just one of those things, kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna have an absolute hernia in a couple's list time.
Oh, okay, all right, excellent. I'm keen.
I
don't know how bad it could be. There was that the bows and shields on those Black Dragon Easterlings did give me a hernia.
It was so bad that Zoom cut him off.
The section ended as I was crying. At
the end of the day, I think Jim's going to be able to put some work in with this list. So again, I'm just keen to see how he goes with it.
Because even Nick ran Elisar Gandalf at the 1,000 point, and he did pretty well with it.
He did all right.
Gandalf can do work in a really experienced player's hand, but you've really got to try.
Yeah,
and it's just so much effort for really. I don't ever think it's going to be 240 points of effect.
That's fair. All right, well let's jump on to the next one.
Salta Lothlorien with 56 models. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like this. This is perfect.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
The thing that stands out here is 8 orc trackers instead of going for just as many goblins with bows as possible.
Yeah, look, to be fair, the 50% thing now is you have to have the same amount of orcs and goblins now.
But you can still take 1/3 goblin bows.
That's true. Yeah, he could have taken more bows, but I think he's elected more prowlers than more goblin bows, which I actually rate way better. The bows, I don't know. The goblin bows still do work, but I always find them they're way more of a psychological threat than any kind of on the board presence. Whereas the prowlers will always be an on the board presence, and they will always do such good work.
Always be a nuisance, no, without a doubt.
I will say the shield.
56 is a lot.
Why the goblin bows have shields and not spears? I have no idea. That's ridiculous.
Hey, don't talk too much shit about Evan, alright? He's supplying the terrain for the GT, so...
Nah, fuck him.
The dude's supplying 15 tables worth of terrain, so absolute chat.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He's very helpful, but fuck this shield bow bullshit.
I'm also driving down to Masters with him, so I don't want to be in the car for 12 hours with someone who hates my guts.
He's gonna be like, the shields were a good idea, okay? Shields are great. Look, here's the reasons, and he'll list for 3 hours why the shields were a good idea.
Do you remember when I spoke shit about David T's Warhorn in his
we still get short
I still hear about it. I
talk shit about it as well, and he keeps talking about the fact that he versed Army of the Dead, but the Warhorn still didn't do anything. It was the terrain that he was standing on top of the entire fucking game. Anyway.
Next up.
It's Sultan Lothlorien. What more do you want? 56 models. Fucking huge. 6 fucking Venom backs. Yes. It's gonna be spicy. I do feel like, I don't know, like the Orc Shaman, like I get it for like the rerolls and that kind of stuff, but I actually really want to run the new Assault on Lothlorien with like a mounted Orc Captain. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. But
Yeah. That's the way that Kylie played it to win Invitational Masters at Aragorn.
True. Yeah, it'd just be fun. But anyway, only one banner. Anyway,
But we digress. Medbury Miniatures. I
5
love
points
this
short.
list.
Oh yeah,
This is the best
Yeah.
fucking list.
I'm so keen to meet Mebry at my.
This is the greatest fucking list. I've nothing, man. I've nothing but respect for this list.
When I was talking to him, he was like, "Oh yeah, get ready for Robin and his traps." I was like, that's not the Hobbit that takes traps, my dude." And he's like, "Oh, fuck. I'm gonna take Robin anyway."
Yeah, he's taken Robin instead of Boldo. Robin, what the fuck does Robin do?
Is he the one
He's
that?
got the reinforcements. He modifies reinforcement rolls.
Oh, I thought because there's the other sheriff who gives like essentially burly or something.
Yeah, that's whole foot.
Whole foot brace girdle.
Yeah, Robin, I think from memory was like a DT hero in Elvis.
Yeah, probably.
So
But
that'll be.
This
There's
list is
three
cool.
wizards:
I like it.
Gandalf, Saruman, and Radagast. And Radagast on Eagle.
I love that it's 3 different mounts for the 3 different wizards. That's really good.
He was showing me the Radagast on Eagle sculpt that he's got. So he's got the OG metal Radagast, and he's sculpted that onto the back of
that's
of
so
an Eagle.
good. I love that so much.
So
That's incredible.
I really, really want to see how this. This is a list that I'm going to be looking at for most of the tournament. Just going.
Honestly,
I'm going to keep going back to this table.
yeah. Look, I think Robin absolutely the wrong choice, but other than that, what was that?
We've lost your sound,
I
Jacob.
was just saying it's got the blinding light. Oh, can you hear me at all?
There
You're
we go.
quiet. You're very quiet.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
That's better.
I'm quiet. I'll yell. Hang on. Oh, no, I've run out of USB port. Actually, I can unplug. Here we go.
Oh,
Serious
there we
content
go.
creator with his own microphone here.
Yeah. I have my own microphone. It's just attached to my headset.
Right.
Mine's attached to my
Do I
lap.
have sweet, silky audio?
Yeah,
that's
it's better.
beautiful.
Oh yeah. What was I going to say? I was saying this is a cool list because you got blinding light from Gandalf, so the Hobbits just get shot to death.
Yep.
And then Radagast on Eagle means that you actually have a really, really big hitter, and you don't really need his Staff of Power because you've got 2 other wizards with Staffs.
No,
100%.
that's it.
Yeah.
Plus
cool.
all of
I like
Radagast's regular fucking spells that slap hard.
And then Saruman, yeah. If
You've
you
got
want
Aura
to
of
keep your heroes
Command.
alive, Radagast is there for renew. There's some play, there's some tech. I'm very excited for this list.
Yeah, Aura of Command.
The big discussion would be Slay or Eagle. He's going with Eagle, which I get because it hits harder, but the Slay also hits hard.
I honestly rate the Slay over the Eagle every time, but
Oh, so do I.
to be fair, the Fly is really good in this list because you can kind of get in behind a lot of factions, which will be nice.
The scary thing for me, it's not scary, is 34 models in
Yeah.
a Hobbit list. That's a bit yowza.
It's also a Fight 7 Radagast, which is nice. But yeah, look,
It
34 models
Yeah.
with 3 big wizards. Pretty
31
good.
of those models are shit.
Yeah, that's honestly. I mean, you still got what? 7 bow shots? No, 9 bow shots, and a
Yeah,
million
that's right.
fucking throw stones. Not bad. It's not bad. But man, the fact that he's taken Robin instead of Boldo, that's the biggest biggest
grievance.
F.
What do we got up next?
Alright. Justin Tricker. Oh, he's actually. It is 2 pages.
Justin 2-page
Cool.
Tricker.
Oh my god. That's because it's like
51
all like.
models. Wow.
All right, wait. No, wait. We're not going to read this list. I'm going to tell people to go check the link down below for Justin's list. That's it. Let's move on.
All right.
I mean, it's on the screen, but all right.
Yeah.
No, we're on to me now.
We're not ready.
No, we'll go here, and then we'll talk about his list.
Barrow-White. One Angmar Orc with shield. Another Angmar Orc with shield. One Angmar Orc with spear.
That's
one
literally how he submitted his list.
That's how he submitted his list to me.
That is terrible.
And honestly, the fact that it is
in
all...
video format.
Yeah, and the fact that it is all like singular fucking Angmar Orcs with like different shit. Or like Warg Riders with a bow, and Warg Rider with a spear and shield. Like
those MESBG nerds are psychos.
There's not more than 4 of a certain type of model. That is insane.
Yeah. But link for his list down below. So let's move on away from Justin 2-page trigger.
Alright. Oh, it's me.
It's you.
G'day, guys.
Oh,
right.
Last line.
Yikes.
Man.
Eat your heart out, Jacob. Roast him.
All right. You got 39 models, which is decent. Hearthguard are just so expensive for one attack.
I know.
Champion's obviously a good choice. Dwarf Captain with no equipment. Come on, you want a Dwarf King with a throwing weapon? Let's go.
All right. Wow. Everything but the Dwarf King. All right. Look, it's the thing is, I was looking at my lists. I was like, I don't know what to play at 750, and I found a 750 list. This almost unchanged is a 750 list that I wrote like probably 2 years ago, and I'm like, you know what? I rate old Liam. Let's see what he does. Like, and I don't know. I've never run Durin and Hearthguard. I'm like, I'm just curious to see if it's as bad as I think it is, or like not bad, but like less optimal than I think.
What I'm hearing is excuses for a shit list.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. No, I actually think it's a really good list. I'm very excited to run it. Man, this Liam guy, I think he's got,
I love the Bolt Warden team.
Top table energy this one.
Yeah.
I love Vault Warden teams. I want to see more, but hey, look,
they are expensive to be fair. But yeah, it's
and what's no shield on the Dwarf Captain?
Yeah, well, it was the points. Like I got to 750, and it was like I either give a shield to the Dwarf Captain or I have 5 throwing axes on my Dwarf Rangers, which I just rated that way more. Like he's still D7 anyway. Like I'm not missing out on a huge amount. D8 is nice, obviously, but like D7's still just as good.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was my thoughts on this list.
Yep, shit list. Move on.
Yeah, good.
Next one.
Sebastian. No surprises here.
So Sebastian is someone I have tipped to potentially win this tournament.
Oh, easy.
Okay. I see
He's a very good player.
Incredible player. Knows how to play the Serpent Horde.
He's also been running
no one's business.
He's been running this exact list all year, essentially.
Yeah.
Like
very, very good with
about 4 tournaments now with this tournament that he's run this basically exact same list. And man, does it. Yeah, it hits so fucking hard because you just like the Betrayer sits with the bows until combat starts. So the bows are constantly getting the rerolls from the Betrayer, and then you bring the Betrayer around to hit with the Serpent Riders and Haradrim Riders, and suddenly those guys will like annihilate a warband.
I versed this at 500 points at Tabletop Con.
Same.
And all I can say is I should not have won that game. It came down to a clutch Gildor transfix from 20 inches away downtown, and just being able to see Suladan's face and going, "I see you, I transfix you." But I should not have won that game. Like the dude is hardcore with this list. Like very, very scary.
It's a very good list. It really
so
is.
If I wouldn't actually, I'd change it slightly. The biggest change that I would make is I would drop that Haradrim Chieftain and I would take a Taskmaster.
Yeah,
Taskmasters are phenomenal.
Yeah, I do agree. I think like, especially since he's only got like, he's already got the King and Sully and all that kind of stuff. Like you don't need a Chieftain Like, and he's also
And
like, you
that's
could
the thing,
even drop the chieftain entirely and get more models as well, actually, because
I
you've
was
got
gonna say,
warband
if
space.
he's taking the chieftain for that extra might, that's where the Taskmaster has got a lot more value.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he could definitely go higher numbers because Suladan has 15 cavalry in his warband.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be opposed to dropping down to like say you have like 5 cav instead, and then with all those you fill up the Haradrim Chieftain's warband, and you obviously swap for Taskmaster as well, so you get to 58 models instead.
Yeah.
58,
Like,
and then you're taking
could.
almost 30 bows. Like,
Yeah. No, that would be feral. Yeah. That'd be really, yeah. I've versed this list, and I know how fucking scary it is. Though, like, to be fair, the riders do a lot of work in this list. Like, they are the hammer to just like I've lost an entire like Iron Hills warband to just these riders in like 2 turns. It's insane how much damage they do. But yeah, man, good list, good player.
Next one.
Tronic.
Here we go.
Look. He's been running this list a while. Oh, the Morgul Knights are a new one though, with the Dark Marshal on horse. Ooh. Okay. Shaggers, Black Gnomes, only 36 models. There's another really low model count Mordor.
I was going to say, so far, a lot of the Mordor lists that we've seen none of them have tipped over 40.
None of them have even come close to.
This is the biggest one. This is the biggest one at 36.
Yeah, 36 is so far the biggest Mordor, which is insane.
There's
actually
just so many juicy options in Mordor that you want to take that I get it.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, I think like this could have tipped over if you'd not taken the Morgul Knights, but I think the Morgul Knights could be clutch. Like they hit like a truck. The Terror is really nice, but they're like what 18 points each or something like that.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive as hell. The trackers with 3 bows, hell yeah, let's go.
Orc Honesty bows, they will win you a
bows.
game.
For sure, absolutely.
And frontline Black Gnomes, there's a lot of terror in here.
Yeah, the armored horse on the Witch King. Like, I guess you don't want to lose his horse, but
so worth it. Oh, absolutely, I'm paying 5 points for +1 defense on my horse.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what his will is though, Sean.
Yeah, I like it. He just make it up each game. I feel like 18 this game.
Yeah. I'll have 12 this game. I'll make it easy.
He's not upgraded it at all.
Oh my god, imagine. Imagine.
That would be so good.
No
Also,
might, no fate, no will, or 10 will.
We called Aaron Russell out last night in the Taz GT list. I'm going to do it again. Aaron, just so you know, all of the lists that have the Witch King are running the Crown of Morgul.
I still don't understand why that man doesn't run around Crown of
Dude
Morgul.
hates the Crown of Morgul, and we don't know why.
I'm pretty sure the winner of the Invitational Masters for Aragorn last year did not take the Crown of Morgul.
Oh my god! Prove it wrong.
This is so unconfirmed, but I heard that he submitted his list and accidentally forgot to include it, but then still went to win the tournament.
Wow, that is
completely unconfirmed. So
if that's the case,
I hope it's true.
I hope that's
so
true.
fun.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Look, Terra Mordor. That'll be fun.
All right, next up. Good job, Tim.
Reese
Richards, the
Ooh,
co-coordinator of the league himself.
Interesting. Leggy on horse with the Orcus, the twins, and Elrond. All right. Yeah. I see it. This isn't bad.
I don't like the twins on horse because they lose an attack when they're on horse.
Well, when they're counter-charged, if they're charged, yes, yeah. Because like they're 3 attacks on the charge, and then if they're on foot, they're just base 3 attacks, which is nice. Yeah, I totally agree. I think the killing power and the fact that you're all mounted, I think you need them to have them on horse in this list.
Yeah.
They're very good with
3 might each.
Yeah, that's it,
the 6 might. Yeah, but they're very good with the the Rivendell Knight tactic of the second wave, where you charge them with your first lot, and then you come in with your second wave. When those boys are part of that second wave, that's how you run them. They hit like trucks.
You've got you've got what? 4, 5, 6 heroes on horse, all with, well, that's the thing, like, Leggy's basically going to be the same thing. Like, he's only got 3 attacks when he's on the charge. And, like, fucking hell, I hate that Leggy's only got 2 attacks base. But, yeah, like, I think...
You got Orcrist.
Orcrist
is interesting.
I think it's worth it, because, like, you've then got a bit of terror, like, you've got a bit more hitting power with your limited attacks up against, you know, a good, decent...
I will say this, though. If I'm not mistaken, for the same points, you could put Boromir into this list.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, but that's scummy.
Legolas.
Yeah, Leggy's another elf.
You want Legolas for sure. You want the shooting.
Yeah,
and Boromir of Gondor is the kind of thing that, I don't know, you'd have to be like just a genuinely dirty human being to even consider putting Boromir of Gondor in.
Honestly, I agree, yeah.
Like, come on, take a shower once at least.
Oh, look,
I had one before this.
You got some really good shooting.
14 models. It's the lowest so far.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But I think, like, with the shooting, with your hitting power, I think you can kind of make that up a little bit, especially against those really low model count Mordors. But yeah,
Riv Knights are so slow.
Absolutely,
love them.
Oh, Kirkby.
Kirkos.
Total units too many. Break a lot of dead.
Also, down the bottom, and one more militia somewhere because he is 6 points under.
Okay, excellent. This is a hard list to read. It's the Shire.
It's a lot of hobbits.
It's a lot of hobbits.
It's a Shire Legendary Legion. Mary, Peregrine, Mary and Perry, as I like to call them now. The Maggot. You got Freddo Frog. You got Whole Foot, Brace Girdle, Samwise, and Falco.
Yeah, look.
And then just Hobbits.
And Rosie. Don't forget Rosie.
Rosie. Rosie.
The 2 single drops, not bad. Interestingly, no Boldo. Oh no, there he is. Never mind. Boldo's there. He's
I might just smaller. Forgotten to read him.
Yeah, you also didn't put a little gap in between Perry and Boldo's warband. Oh no, it's there, but it's not. You didn't hit spacebar.
Reese, what did you do to me?
But yeah, look, no, I like it. It's the Hobbits. He's fucking podiumed with them. He's podiumed with them 3 tournaments in a row now.
Yeah, he's come first, second, and third. I think it is. Definitely first, definitely second. I can't remember the other one, but
he came third at doubles. So yeah.
Yeah, so the last 3 tournaments, he's podiumed with Hobbits. The dude knows what he's doing. He's the current Australian champion. He won the GW.
Champion. Don't you mean Oceanic champion?
No. It's the Australian or GW Championship event that they hold once a year.
Oh, he actually won it with Hobbits.
1,000 points, won it with Hobbits.
Nice.
Dale came second, baby.
Did you say 1,000 points of Hobbits?
1,000 points of Hobbits. It was like, I think 96 models or something like that.
The only game.
No, 108 maybe.
It was a lot of. I versed his Hobbits and stormed the camp. Ooh. If it wasn't for my shooting,
a lot of Hobbits.
It was
so many fucking Hobbits.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
But Kirkos is going to do very well.
Hobbits. Oh, Matt W. Siege crew can't take pikes. Yeah, no, they can't. What the fuck?
Yucky list.
Yeah, look. The double ballista, the shaman. This is actually, he's taking this exact same list to Tassie as well.
Yeah.
So we've already talked about it. So anyway.
Bomb team, ballistas. It's great.
It's like bomb team, ballistas, shaman, 12 crossbows.
42 models as well, which we mentioned this last night, but you can get 50 plus models in an assault on Helm's Deep list with 2 ballistas, which is
Well, that's at 800 though, isn't it?
it's an extra 50 points, but still,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
no, it's the bomb team. If that puts in some work, the ballistas will put in work. Post nerf though, maybe they'll be bad. Who knows?
You see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully they're a bit worse.
Yeah,
All right,
And
next
then
up,
42 is not too bad.
Thomas
42 is pretty good for 750 though. To be fair. Oh, what the fuck?
okay.
Gil Des Lad.
I don't understand this. Reese formatted a few of these lists for me. So
It's
Glorfindel
Gil, Des,
Troy.
and then
Troy.
it's Glorfindel Troy. So it's Des Troy.
Oh. All right. Anyway, next list.
Moving on.
Moving on. No, look. You got 11. Oh, wait, no, 12 Kingsguard. Got Riv Knights. It'll slap. It'll slap. I do feel
30
like
models.
Yeah, I don't like Glorfindel.
yeah, Elrond over Glorfindel every day of the week, but he'll still do all right.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh, Ben. Did he buy an additional Siege Crew stock vet? What the fuck is going on here? All right. Maybe wrong. Who knows? Written list 1 vet 4 crew comes out at 740. Okay. Thanks, Reese.
Thanks, Reese. Yeah.
Dane Ironfoot. Fucking Iron Hills Ballista, Thorin King of the Mountain. Fuck off. Although this is hang on, so this is a yellow alliance then. Because
That means no Master Battle on Dane.
no Master of Battle and no banner on Thorin. Well, to be fair, the banner
Thorin's banner only applies to the other heroes.
well, and him, but yeah. Interesting. Yeah, no Master of Battle, no reinforcements thing. Yeah, I mean, still.
And he's got a ballista still. It's still gonna do work. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's got a
The
ballista.
Very powerful.
He's got. I really don't rate Iron Hills crossbows. I think they're shit. I don't think they're worth the points, but that's fine. Just because they're good aligned crossbows. I hate good aligned crossbows because like they sit at the back of the map and you're like, oh cool, I now have to trudge 5 inches forward because I can't shoot anything anymore because everyone's in combat.
And you already have the shooting advantage because of the ballista.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think he needs the crossbows. I think more shield boys would be better. But still good. Dane on rocket sausage, Thorin on goat. They'll do a lot of work.
Yeah, free road combats out the way.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. No, like Dane, I do find Dane a bit expensive. Especially when he doesn't have his Master of Battle. He's 160 points.
No, dude, Dane is what? Yeah.
Nah.
For fight 6, strength 5 Burley on a 2 wound mount, D8 3 fade 3 wounds. Dude, people would pay 200 points for it, not hesitate.
Nah. I find him more expensive.
And he gives you Fearless.
The Fearless is nice actually. That's fair.
I agree with Jacob here. He's for 160 points.
Shit take, Liam.
Well worth it.
So we remove him from the
got some controversial takes.
Buy.
You got some controversial takes that I rate, Liam, but this is not one. This is
I
not
don't know. Like, you compare him to like Dwalin, and Dwalin is just better for way cheaper.
Apples and oranges.
Like
no,
it's not even apples and oranges.
So firstly,
apples
Dwalin
and apples
doesn't have Master Battle.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When he doesn't
kill,
have Master of Battle, this is 160 points for not having Master of Battle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's still good.
If he doesn't have Master of Battle,
he's still
he's not
200
as good.
points.
He's too expensive.
There's always been a
No,
he's before Liam has an aneurysm.
Thanks,
Bernie Marshall. This is Queensland's resident meme list runner. This dude loves
Lord Bob.
All right.
The Wendell Bear people. What the fuck? Oh, it's Grand Army of the South. Oh, okay, it's Grand Army of the South. Why didn't you lead with that?
Lord Bob Mumak War Leader, 4 Haradrim Warriors, Sula the Serpent Lord.
How was he not filled that Mumak with lads?
Because it's Bernie. Bernie doesn't care.
What?
Bernie's notorious for back in the day running a Mumak and a Balrog and making that Balrog climb on top of the Mumak, and that's Bernie.
Like, I get that.
Right.
He's made some really silly lists. Like, I love his list, but like, it just feels like an intentional problem with your list if you haven't given the Mumak all of its lads. Like, that's very deliberately making your list worse for no reason. Like, he's not even done, like, his usual thing is like doing like a goofy ass yellow alliance that makes no sense at all, with like a Drake and Lurtz and fucking
one of
like
his
that.
lists, Jacob, was the Undying on Fell Beast. There was Lurtz,
Malher,
Urukai,
Captain,
Mordor Urukai Captain.
No, a regular Urukai captain.
No, Mordor Urukai Captain.
Wasn't it a regular one because then he filled every warband with Wildman?
No, because then he had the other two warbands. Lurtz's warbands and Maher's warbands, I think, was 30-something Wildman.
No, because
anyway, I think the Witch King might have been in that list as well.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yes, the dude's just like, I'm going to take this stuff. And he does.
I'm into it.
He puts his hand on his shelf and he drags it across, and he goes, cool,
"That's my army."
750 points out of that.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it a lot.
Not how you make a Grand Army of the South Army, but you know what? I'll take it.
All right. Anyway,
Danny Giales,
jump scared Gua here. Fucking hell.
Oh, 12. Okay,
Giales.
new lowest model count, and it's another
12. Yeah, true. Actually, wait, is what's this? 28. Okay.
28.
Yeah. Look, River Knights, Gilgalad, Elrond, Gwaihir. It does slap. I've seen this list a lot, and it does slap.
It's gonna absolutely hate an army with transfix, but that's alright.
Well, like, that being said, like, you've got three heroes that are.
It's got a triple threat. It's
yeah,
three
like
big beaters.
So, like, you can transfer Gwaihir, sure, but then Elrond and Gilgalad are going to go off. Like, I think that's the big thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's got redundancy plans.
Yeah, you got saturation on it.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is the same list that he's running to the Taz GT. We got two of our boys flying down for that, which is exciting.
Yeah, that's because Tasmania is a decent distance from Brizzy.
I
almost went myself because I have family down there. I would have been able to stay, but man, I'm so sad I didn't.
Yeah, I was very close to going myself, but I'm going to Battle Hardened instead.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, good choice, Battle Hardened. Get there.
Oh man, absolutely. All right, what are we up to? Hanson.
Jay.
You have to take Ashrak to get Venom back fighters. You can't pay for them the LL. Oh, okay. Well, he's got giant spiders.
Here you go. He's got the old captain with Wag.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. No, old captain with Wag, Merzger, 8 Wag riders. I like that. And then a shaman with. There's not a lot of prowlers. Oh, 12. No, 12 prowlers isn't bad. 2 bat swarms, banner. Yeah, look, it's assault. It'll do well. I do find it interesting.
51 models.
Yeah,
we've been talking about this list for a while, me and Jay, and I keep trying to tell him to find the spot for a Warg chieftain, but he's pretty adamant against not. A lot of the reason being because of numbers, which
that's
is
the
a
thing.
Fair shot.
Like, I love the Warg chieftain so much, but it isn't the play. Like, I think it's solid. I think it does a lot of damage. But when you can take a Warg chieftain or 4 Venomback spiders, the Venomback spiders are a better choice.
Yeah.
They just are.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it's true. The only benefit that the Warg chieftain has is that you can enrage him and then call heroic combat, and then he can get double the use out of his enrage. But you still only got one model that's doing all the damage rather than 4 spiders, which can run around and be in other places and still do damage. It's a solid list. I do think Ashrak making them Venombacks would be better than a Moria Shaman, but other than that, not bad. Interesting.
Good job, Jay.
Oh. Right. Saruman, Shaku, Malheur. Interesting choice.
Jeremy.
Classic.
Jeremy's
Classic
a new player. He went to his first tournament at the doubles event recently.
Okay.
Him and his partner was running Isengard and Gondor.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Oh.
one. That was a good one.
Yeah, because the doubles event was no list building restrictions apart from
Yeah.
points, so you could run evil and good.
Nice.
So there was Boromir and Saruman. I felt terrible because me and Saxon had King's Huntsman and Boromir and Saruman were dead in the first couple of turns of the game.
Yeah.
I did watch that tournament vlog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'll
was
do
a
it.
bit spicy. But yeah, look, it's a solid list. As long as he doesn't fall into the trap of Grima being put into his opponent's army every
Yeah, don't do
game,
that.
I think it's going to be real
Yeah.
solid.
I do think I don't know.
I
I
do
don't know
rate
if,
Shaku.
I don't know if Malheur was the play.
Wait, did you say
We've
you
already got.
don't rate Shaku?
No, he does.
No,
Oh,
I
you
do
do?
rate Shaku.
I was going to say, the amount of damage
Yeah.
you've done against me with Shaku, I was going to say, if you don't rate him, I was going
Oh,
to
he's
go
good.
and cry.
I reckon Malheur could have been replaced with like a Vrashku or something like that, just because like you've already got a lot of movement with Shaku and the Wilds. I don't think you need the movement of Malheur, to be honest. And then you've got extra might. Yeah,
And
I don't know.
Another striking hero.
Another strike? No, well, no.
Does Vrashku have
doesn't-
strike?
No,
No,
Vrashku doesn't
okay.
have strike. No. But
Another
if you took
ignore
Gore off.
Man, this man and Gorolf.
Oh,
Like,
he's my favorite fucking.
I need
he's so
some
good.
fan art of Liam and Gorolf.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is a sexy man. He's got a beautiful chest. Oh, he's got a
I
lovely
think-
beard.
More movement is never bad.
Here we go. Put Core off here.
Oh no. Wait, I've got it. You know that Bearscape card I recently just purchased for Magic?
Oh, the hot tub one, yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna put your head on one of the dudes and Goros on the other. It's gonna happen.
All right, good. Anyway, that's gonna be the tournament. Yeah, no, I like it. I do think Malheur and the Marauders, I think they could be regular Uruks for more D6 and like, yeah, I don't know. I like a Rashku for the extra shooting, but other than that, not bad.
Not bad. Good job, Jeremy. Not bad. Looking forward to seeing what you do, man.
Ari, he's back.
He's returned. The return of the king.
The return of Ari to play
Oh,
any
Ari
SBG.
is my nemesis, dude.
Yeah. So
Complete
here we go. Talk
nemesis.
shit about his list.
Yeah. Okay. What's
Oh.
going on here? Had to move 3 spears from Dane's Warband. Oh, okay. Oh, he's cheating already. Good. All right.
Ooh.
No, the fucking
Like,
the Bilbo ally. Oh, I liked the list.
I actually
of
don't like
ally.
Bilbo.
Well, the thing is,
I don't like Bilbo because he's a dickhead to verse.
yeah, like
I don't like him because he's so slow.
he's
There
slow
is that.
for sure, but like the big thing is that he just doesn't like. He doesn't give a shit about the ring, and that is the fucking worst of us. When it's just like, oh hey, I don't have to make any rolls. I just put the ring on, and I'm just gonna halve your fight value all game. You can't ever control me. I
Yeah.
do reckon for 60 points, you probably could
Four
have just.
instants is so easy to avoid.
That's true. Yeah, you can avoid him fairly easily. Although he can move through models, so does make him a smidge harder
Yeah.
to avoid, but not as much. Yeah, look, I do reckon actually for 60 points, you probably could have grabbed like. I don't know. I don't know what you could have done for 60 points. To be fair, because you kind of filled your warbands. But
The warbands are full. One option that I don't know if is a good option is he could have, for 60 points, if you drop Bilbo and the Iron Hills captain on Wargoat and you take Mirren and Dra instead.
I love Mirren and Tra. They're
I like that.
they're
That's
not
nice.
good, unfortunately. Like when you compare them to,
I think
like,
they're alright.
The addition of the 6 might, like 3 might on each for what is it, 140 points?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
70
it's
points
like-
each.
You compare that to an Iron Hills captain though, and it's like, you get Master of Battle, you get a mounted hero, you get fucking DA. Like the only thing you're
Well,
losing
one
really
of
is
Mirren
like,
and Dra's DA.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Mirren is D8. That's true. I
And
mean,
the
like,
Iron Hills
yeah,
captain on
double shot,
Wargoat
doesn't he?
is 90.
that's true actually. Yeah,
It's like you're paying a lot for them.
you
I
are
don't
paying a
think
lot
that
for 'em.
you take Mirror Ninja every time, but I think there's a really solid case for them.
Yeah, the problem is though as well, warband space again though, because they are one warband of. So like
Well,
you're only getting
if you-
11 models.
Yeah, which in this case is absolutely perfect.
That's
But
true,
doesn't
actually,
always
yeah.
work out that way.
Yeah, I do find that a bit annoying that they're fortitude and can't really fill their warbands properly. But other than that, fun list. Crossbows useless, but anyway, that's fine. Especially 8 of them.
But when
I
you
don't know.
don't have the blister, they make more sense.
Yeah, but I feel like 4 for your honesty bows, but I don't think you need 8.
Watch him win the tournament with 8 crossbows.
Fucking might, yeah. Crossbows will do all the
Yeah,
damage.
he could. He could.
I mean, it's Ori.
Good little player.
Yeah, it's Ori.
I've played against Ori 3 times, and we've had 3 draws.
Oh my god. Oh, true.
Oh,
So-
that's right, because he dropped you to second at Arda Unleashed, didn't he?
In Arda Unleashed, in the final round of the normal tournament, we drew. So that meant that both of us went into the final against each other, where we drew again. And then next year, when I went back to Arda Unleashed, I drew him in like round 3 or 4 and had another draw.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking bay awnings.
Yeah,
Bye.
it's coming up from Wollongong.
Don't care.
Russ Lee's mate. So he's running the Care Bears.
Care Bears. Look, it's bay
Yep.
awnings.
6 bows. It's a lot of bows.
I actually don't think you need bows at all on that list, but
I
I like them.
hate bows on bee awnings. I think they're useless.
I like the bows.
Just
there's an argument to be made of taking the bows, but I don't think you need 6 of them.
no.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that is fair. You want some honesty
think-
bows?
2,
yeah.
sure, I could justify 2. Any more than that, I'm hit and miss with the bows.
This is an interesting list.
Nathan, another newer
40
player.
elves. Wow.
I believe
40
the
elves.
last tournament was also his first tournament, so
Hellborn? Interesting.
I like it. We don't see Caliborn enough, so I'm a
No.
big fan of Caliborn showing up.
Big fan of the Wood Elves with daggers. I do think they
Yes.
should have the spears as well, but huge fan.
What I
love
probably
Wood
would
Elves.
do is that Gladrum captain with elf bow. I know this is probably a case of not having the model for it,
Orphan.
but make it a wood elf captain.
No, make it Orphan.
Oh no! Ooh,
Or
yeah,
Orphan.
Orphan or Rumil.
Yeah,
Well, Rumil definitely, but Rumil's amazing.
yeah. Both are good. That's
This
the
is an
thing.
interesting question for you, Jacob. So, what is your order of the 3 brothers? Because mine goes Rumil, Haldir, Orphan.
I would say Rumil is 10 times better than the other 2.
Yes.
And then Orphan and Haldir, I think it depends on your list. I think generally I'm choosing Orphan, because if I'm playing that list, I'm already taking Rumil or Galadriel, in which case I don't really need another striker, so I'd prefer having the 3 attacks and upping my damage output, which Galadriel can already struggle with.
That's
yeah,
fair.
I agree. I think for me it's Rumor just because I love him as a model. Even like I actually don't know if he's 10 times better, but I do think he's very good.
Maybe
but then,
100 instead of 10.
yeah, you're right. That's it. There we go. It's Rumel, Orphan, Haldir, I think, for me.
Okay.
'Cause,
yeah,
like-
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think Rumel and Haldir, Haldir and Orphan are pretty interchangeable. I do think Rumel is Haldir, Orphan. Oh my god, Orphan is actually like almost an auto take at this point, just purely on the fact that he has so much damage output.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
Like-
I've got my my Gladrum Court Guard list, which Rumil is there. I don't know if I go with Haldir or if I go with Orphan. I've got 10 bows, so part of me wants to go with Haldir just to get a little bit extra, but at the same time, I want to run Orphan. It's a bit of a
Yeah.
I mean, you say you have 10 bows, so you don't need 2 more from Haldir? Like,
no, I don't, but 12, like I like
more
shooting.
bows is more
with
fun.
10 elf bows and you already have blinding light. You're chilling.
Yeah.
You don't
Absolutely.
need more.
This is Sean we're talking about. This
Yeah,
is
we're not
shoot-
talking
yeah.
about me. We're meant to be talking about Nathan. So
So yeah, look, Celeborn.
Only one
choice?
Sentinel. I would have taken an extra one just in case, but you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
whenever you run Sentinels, you should have two. I guess my only other thing in this list is maybe
Second
go
banner.
for another couple of Court Guard.
A second banner.
Oh yes, actually that's something we spoke about last night as well. Was Lothlorien. There's something about taking
Or
two
elves.
banners or
Elves
elves
in
in
general.
general. There's something about taking that second banner with elves that is an immediate impact onto the game and onto how that list runs.
It shows that he's like a newer player, because like I do see the, like, when you're a newer player, you go, oh, that's 25 points. I don't need to spend that on two of them. When my models are already so expensive. It's like, that's why though, because your models are so expensive, they're fight 5, they benefit from that banner so much more than any other
And
list.
The person we talk about a lot with it is Nick Franklin, who was been running Lothlorien for a while, was only running the one banner, then took two banners, and there was an immediate, like, just a flat out immediate improvement to the point now where he is like
I think
one
he's
of the
easy.
best players in Queensland, easily
Yeah,
top
easy.
5, probably top 3.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it is Queensland at the end of the day. Come on, guys.
Wow.
If I could form a team of like Queensland players to send down, he would be an immediate pick.
Yeah, and we've already sent Riley, so
Yeah, that's it.
we've already sent our other best player. But yeah, no, look, it's a solid list. I think the second banner would have really benefited. I like that it's Celeborn. He doesn't get enough play. That's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the captain could have been one of the other brothers if they have the models. But if they don't, it is...
Oh, wait.
What?
Your
Very
mic's
quiet
gone
again.
silent again.
Hello?
Your mic's gone silent again.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, you like? It sounds like it's drowning.
What about now?
Yeah.
Better. Yeah,
better.
better. Yeah. Worse actually.
Oh,
What about now?
yeah.
Way
perfect.
better.
Oh,
There's
Buttery
that buttery
smooth.
voice.
Yeah, I don't know what you did there, but that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 times better than it's been all video.
Classic Noobs.
glad it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Perfect.
Oh,
Oh, the
Monty.
Moss Man. This Jacob, we named the Great Hall of Durak Deep after this man.
Just
All
really-
right.
Yeah,
He's a
so-
big Dwarves fan, and
Yeah.
his last name is actually Moss.
Yeah, so Mount Moss.
Well, he doesn't seem like a Dwarves fan, given that he's playing Balrog, and
Yeah.
Balrog hates Dwarves.
That's true.
This
This
is
a-
his, as he
this is
calls
his-
it, his secret sauce. His goal, before we get into the list, his goal with this was, okay, I want the Balrog, and I want as many goblins without any upgrades. He's taking the bare minimum upgrades on his, oh, actually, no, he's not. That's what he was
going for
going to do.
numbers.
But he
But-
was like, I just want as many numbers as I can with the Balrog. That's it.
I mean, like, the drum is an auto pick though. That's the thing. Like,
There's
Gone
no
for-
bows.
that's true,
Yeah.
actually. No
He-
bows.
He didn't want bows. He said he wants the Balrog up forward, and he wants every single goblin surrounding that Balrog.
I mean, that being
Wants to
said,
get
you've
each
got
Balrog. So
yeah, you've got 6 points of march if you just want to be in the thick of it immediately.
Yeah.
53 models. I mean, that's
spicy.
a lot of boys. Not
Who's
as
gonna
much
need
as
some
not as
moving
much as the hobbits though. Nothing's as much as the hobbits.
Nothing will beat. Yeah, fuck those hobbits.
Well, you're the
love-
Balrog player, Jacob. What's up? What do you think?
So I played a lot of Balrog. I haven't played the Depths of Moria Legendary Legion, because the reason I love Moria is all the tricks and stuff that you have, and the Depths doesn't have that. So
That's
it's a
fair.
much more straightforward way to play. It's going to be good. I think that the Balrog is quite easy to shut down when you don't have other tricks around him. So I don't actually think that... I think the Depths of Moria is significantly weaker than regular Moria played right. But I think it is more straightforwards to play.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting list.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I like the idea that he can't really be shot as much, but like not that he really ever is. But I think his
With just siege weapons.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's the flame special rule, which I quite like. Just being able to go, I'm near a hero that I want to die. I'm just going to set it on fire.
Also,
Like,
Monty's the kind of player who he doesn't go to tournaments to try and win them. He goes there to roll dice, have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to win best sport is usually his goal. And look,
between him and Kirkby,
best sport. Yeah, between him, Kirkby, and Elias, it's going to be a real tight race for best sport.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good bloke.
I think if you're just there to chill, Depths of Moria a lot more chill than regular Moria, because regular Moria you got to think so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude doesn't need to think too much.
No, it'll be solid. Balrog's gonna roll a 4 high and he's gonna hate it, and then I'll be vindicated.
Yep.
Danny Jones, the cursed man himself.
Oh, I love this army.
His return.
Bad.
Danny Imrahil captains.
Chuck it in the fucking bin. Oh my god. I mean, I like the mounted captains. 13, yeah. 12 was the lowest before.
Yeah,
second lowest.
Yeah.
But man,
I'm absolutely dropping one of those captains for Forlong, and then taking another night. But
yeah,
that's all right. I like it a lot.
This I know for a fact didn't have the models because I think he sold every single one of his armies a few months ago, just personal reasons and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to get back into it. What's something I can actually purchase? And these were models that he could purchase at the time. I'm actually going to verse this army tonight. It's going to be interesting.
Nice.
He wants a practice game before the tournament because he hasn't played in 6+ months, if not longer. He might not have played at all this year.
Yeah.
So he just wants to get back into the swing of things, and I'm very excited to see this army. It's going to be spicy.
Gandalf is shit.
Nice.
I'll make sure to tell him that.
Yeah, good. Riley, he's back.
With his tournament-winning
the Prodigal Son returns. The ponies.
Ooh.
I love it.
Bob with Windlands.
Yeah, I actually. That's the thing. He's been working on this for like probably a year almost, because he thought about it a while back and then just hadn't had the models. But Bard with Lance in Lake Town, like Army of Lake Town specifically, is like really quite a good play, I reckon.
I also enjoyed it because from memory, at his 800 point list, he had Thorin as his lead. Oh no, had Thorin running around.
No, Thorin was his leader, yeah.
Yeah, Thorin was the leader, sorry. But still, he had Thorin running around, which allowed Bard to sit at the back and use that wind lance, and he got some good kills with it.
It's just like you use it like twice and then he leaves. And like you got like you black dart someone, black arrow, whatever it is, and then maybe you shoot twice and then he just walks off and does whatever the fuck he wants after that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's a what, 50 point black arrow basically.
75, I think.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know how much of this is war gear, but yeah. It's not like great, but I think it's a decent way to run the Windlands.
Is the ponies a good thing? I've really thought about Thorin's
Riley
quite a bit.
Riley's been running Thorin's on pony for a while and has been doing incredibly well with them. Is it something that is something of players like myself could do well with? Probably not, but Riley, this dude is a genius at this game. Like the fact that he hasn't won more tournaments it's beyond us. Like this dude, when we think of probably like one of the best players in Queensland, it's him. I would even go out to say probably.
I wouldn't blow that much smoke up his ass, but
I'm going to because I believe it's true. He's brilliant.
He's a very good player. Like that's the thing. Like I think this list, he's already won with this list as well.
He's very, very good in like practice games and stuff. He's very good in the first like 3 rounds of a tournament, and then those last 2 rounds, bad luck just swoops in. My favorite example is me and him played a bunch of practice games before Tabletop Con last year, and we used our tournament armies, and I lost It's my Dunedain against his Mounted Fellowship. I lost every single game until top table of Tabletop Con, where I beat him like 3 turns. He just,
Oof.
yeah,
He gets some shit luck for sure.
he does.
But man, like
Yes.
it's a solid list. It'll be the new one, so Master will have to be his leader. But I don't think that's like the worst thing realistically, to be honest.
No, absolutely not. Master being a leader.
You want
is definitely
Master
not
as the
a
leader
bad
anyway.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, like you kind of have the benefit of if you've got Bard or Thorin, is that they're a bit more defensible. But other than that, like I think this is going to be a good one. Like,
But they also want to go and fight. The Master doesn't want to fight.
That's true. That is true.
I'm also really happy he's got Bomber in the list to keep
Bomber
feeding
and-
Alfred
Yeah, Bomber and Alfred. You've got the
to then
infinite
feed
might,
the
baby.
Master and or Bard. So Bard's
Or
essentially Boromir, or even Dwalin. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm giving it to the
Bard.
Master. I want like 4 12-inch banner every turn.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that might or will?
That's mine.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, then, yeah, that's still look, very good. Man, it's
good job,
a solid
Riley.
list. You've got some good shit going there. 53 models, fucking hell.
Yeah, huge.
Oh yeah,
Next
yeah.
up,
it's a lot.
Jack McCormick.
Jack McCormick.
Also
Here we go,
another
Khazad
Duran.
Doom. There's a lot of dwarves
Ooh.
running around Queensland at the moment.
Saruman.
Weird
Fuck
as a
off.
Doom though.
Why Saruman?
Saruman and a Ballista.
From memory, when he submitted this list, I messaged him back saying something like, "Why not Radagast?"
Yeah.
Because Radagast just feels so many. It's the filthiest.
It's filth.
ally.
Hmm.
It's absolute filth. But like, it is the wizard to add into dwarves is Radagast. Like,
Absolutely.
it's so filthy. I hate it. I'll never do it until I do. But man, I like it. I like Dwarf King. I feel like surely you take a champ and drop the ballista, but not terrible. 9 Hearthguard, yeah. It's not a lot of models. Like it seems like
30.
very few models. 30 is like, I guess they're all D7 for the most part. It's not bad. I don't know. I don't know.
He's got a lot
about
of
this
shooting.
list.
6 dwarf bows and a ballista, and then Saruman with Sorcerer's Blast. His range threat is pretty serious.
Yeah, yep.
I like it.
Um,
Look, I rate it. I think this will be good. This will be good fun.
It'll be interesting. I don't know if I rate it or not. I think like the Aura of Command will help from Saruman. Like you're gonna auto pass courage checks basically, which is nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Command and Immobilize, nice to have for Duran for sure. Like bringing lads closer to him when he's already so slow is very nice. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. Jacob Rote Page. There's another Depths of Moria.
Yeah.
Good name. Good name.
He's
Depths of Moria
coming.
very,
He's been out
very
of the hobby
different.
for a while, so
Depths of
he's coming
Moria.
back.
Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, both of you are talking at the
Sorry.
same time.
Yep.
No, there might be a delay or something. Sorry, on my end. I didn't hear you.
There's definitely a delay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You go ahead.
Okay, very different Depths of Moria to the other one. One less warband, and he's got a bunch of black shields. And black shields are actually one of the worst units in the game.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Firstly, they're 3 points more than a regular goblin, and they get a courage buff, a defense buff, and I think maybe a
Special
hatred
roll.
dwarves.
Yeah, Hatred Dwarf, yeah.
But you already are getting the Balrog's making you fearless,
Yeah, exactly.
and like ancient enemy is not that big of a deal. So really, you're paying 3 points for 1 point of defense,
Yeah.
which bit of a yikes.
Yeah, I hate black shields. Like the shaman is the only thing, and the shaman and the drum are the only two good things to come out of black shields. I feel like that's one thing I probably like. I mean, there's no drum in this list at all, which is very interesting. Oh no, it's got the Moria drum. Never mind.
No, there is.
But like, surely if you've got black shields, you take the black shield drum. Like that feels like the only reason you
I
take
don't
black
think it's
shields in
illegal.
this. No, it is. I'm
Is it?
almost certain of it because I think I've versed it. In Black Shield drummers, yeah. So yeah, if you've got black shields, take the black shield drum. It's a battlefield-wide drum anyway, and that way you can move around with it and get it to like
Yeah.
like I feel like that's the only reason you take Black Shields in Depths of Moria, is
Or an
as backup for the Black Shield Drum. Yeah, it's not bad. Captain with Shield, I don't really feel like Moria captains need war gear, to be honest. I think that's a Goblin you could have instead.
They're just they're might batteries for the Balrog. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. And like 44 models as opposed to what was 53 or something in the other one. Like you can see where like the Black Shields. I mean the Prowler's very good. The Prowlers are a great addition. I think they should be in both of the lists.
Yeah.
But you can see the Black Shields points sink kind of coming into that one for sure.
Yeah. So this is a little bit off-topic question. Obviously, all of the Goblin Moria models have shields, but do you actually want shields on your Moria Goblins? When you go from 4 points to 5 points to go from defense 4 to defense 5, like that's a 20%, 25% increase in points for one.
D5 is very good.
No, so D4 is also
D4 is
very
great.
good.
D4 is great.
I honestly think you could go without it. Yes, you're missing out on shielding, but who cares if you're missing out on shielding when you have nearly double the models your opponent has?
I will say the biggest problem with that is just having a model that doesn't have a war gear.
Yes, that is
like a nightmare to do. I think the only like easy way to do that would be to like literally get the sword arms off the warriors and put them on the bow arms of the bowmen.
Yeah, which I think is what Monty's
off
actually ended up doing. I think Monty's chopped his bowman, the bottom part shaft of the bow, and is leaving the top part of it as their sword, and he's just painting.
Yeah, okay.
Because the goblins from memory, they've got the shields that you
slot in. Yeah, they've got a circle slot.
Yeah, that makes it very difficult. But no, I definitely think you could run them without shields.
Yeah, you definitely could. I quite rate the shields, to be honest. Like just having some D5, having some shielding special rule is quite nice. But yeah,
maybe what I would do is I would run regular Moria Goblins without shields, and then I might throw in some black shields just to have the ability to shield and maybe a little bit of D6. I don't know. I'm trying to find a reason to run black shields.
There is none, except for using the black shield.
They're very nice models.
They are
very
beautiful.
nice models. Yeah, they're very nice models.
All right, next up, I think we've only got 5 left, lads.
Please, I need to go to work.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Nick F.
Off.
I don't like Glorfindel.
Yeah, like this is so you. Every time Glorfindel appears, you say that, and every time fucking Gandalf the White appears, it's my turn. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
and I just love everything.
No, it's Nick Franklin. He does very well. I do think that Galadrim Warriors with Bow should always be Wood Elves with Bow, but that's my opinion. Just because like they're the same points at that point. Actually, no, they're a point cheaper. So this the elf that spear could be a Wood Elf spear instead, and you can shield with it.
The inclusion of Glorfindel did shock me. I genuinely thought Nick was going to come into this event with pure Lothlorien because he knows exactly what he's doing with it.
He's not run a pure Lothlorien list in a while, actually.
Yeah, he's starting to add bloody birds into his Lothlorien.
He keeps going. He's going yellow, man. This is a man that would basically never go. This man had a sickening aversion to even green alliances. He was like, oh, I guess. He's like, this is a pure list only man, and he's suddenly going into yellow alliances. He's a tainted man. He had one taste of victory in a tournament, and he's like, but what if I had more? But look, Glorfindel, it's a decent addition, to be fair. Like, you've got that big hero for Galadriel with her mirror, which she's got, to be able to go, yeah, okay, he's never gonna die. Glorfindel's gonna be incredibly hard to kill. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's got the tools. No sentinels. Actually,
yeah, that's interesting for him. He usually runs 2 of them, so for there to be no sentinels, I don't know. Is this a Nick Franklin list, or is this a
I
list
don't-
written by someone else for him. To
Oh
take.
no, hang on. This isn't an ethnic list because he's only got one banner. Oh my god, this is
Ooh.
the worst list he's ever written.
I've gone from going, Nick, you could probably win this, to I'll just give you the wooden spoon right now, mate.
Honestly, this is terrible. Wow. Oh my god. All right.
It's not
well,
the same man. This is a different
this
man.
is a changed man, and it's changed for the worse. Oh my god. All right. Well, moving on. Oh, fuck off,
All right, so
Alan.
there's a bit of controversy surrounding this. He might show up with the Dragon Emperor list.
Yeah, he's been
Whoa.
teasing
Yeah.
that he's going to change to a Dragon Emperor instead of this.
He's been saying that might happen. Even if I say don't do it, he will do
probably
it.
do it. It's
It'll
if
make
anything,
him-
he'll do it more.
So
It's
we'll
like you with
see-
your leopard print. The more you say no, the more you do it.
Yeah. Get ready for leopard print Gandalf, mate. It's coming.
God.
Oh yeah.
But I hope Cal runs this. This is the list I want to see.
It's actually a
Aragorn,
decent list.
Halbrad, and a bunch of Dunedain. But then the fun little thing, Farmer Maggot with his little puppers.
I love that. That's a great addition. That's the perfect addition to Dunedain. You've
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
you've just
it,
got
it
a whole
actually
dude.
is though.
It's brilliant.
Because you got guys that can go into objectives.
Yeah, exactly. 8-inch move, objective cappers for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Actually, really
and those
solid.
models are tiny, so they're hard to shoot. You can
Yeah.
hide them behind everything.
Yeah, they are minuscule. And then yeah, like you've got. I mean, you can even spear support Farmer Maggot in combat, and then he might do
Yeah.
something. But yeah, look,
It's a lot of
even
might.
stuff. I will say that it shouldn't even have any Dunedain in those warbands. It should just be single drops across
Single
the board.
drops everywhere.
But other than that, not bad.
Yeah.
20,
Yeah, so
20 bows.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not 20 bows.
16 bows.
16 bows with might, and then
Yeah.
you've got 8-inch move puppers. Not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Elias. Oh, he's in. He's in with his pirates. Oh, I love this fucking list.
Yeah. He's been talking about this list for so long.
He's finally got the Reavers.
He's finally got everything. I think he's finishing the army over the next few days. He's got to do a lot of head swapping and painting, so I hope it gets completed in time because I'm very, very excited for it.
Guys, that was my work alarm. All right.
That's right. I think
right.
there's 2 lists left.
Nice list.
after this.
10 Reavers. I really want to see someone snipe that bosun and those Reavers go crazy.
with axes as well. So they're potentially strength 4 Reavers. Oof. +2s to wound.
Yeah.
And then the moles. The
I like
moles on the Abracan is actually like the best fucking thing that he's come up with. Like it's just that burly knockdown is so fucking good. Yeah, no, I love it. I'm a big fan.
47 models.
Oh yeah, 47. Oh, a lot. So many crossbows as well.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
that's real.
Yeah.
This I'm so excited because Elias's whole thing is the Abracan Guard with the mauls,
They're so good.
knocking shit over, getting the traps, +2 the wound with the Reavers.
Yeah.
He's been talking about this since we drove down to Sydney a while back, and I'm buzzed for it. It's finally happening.
Oh, we got Harbison. It's another
Sam
Agnar.
Harbison. Sadly, he is only showing up for the first day as well.
Good. I don't want to fucking verse this list. I don't want to verse.
Yeah, this is
Billy.
very similar. Very similar to the list that Kylie won the Masters Invitational with a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's just it's like the old Captain Noir, the Barrowite, Gully, Witch King. Oh, only 2-12-2 though. That's That's very interesting,
Just
actually.
slightly higher numbers.
Yeah, to get the numbers, I guess. Yeah, true. And
Yeah.
then you got the Spectres, a whole bunch of Orcs. Yeah, look, it's gonna be a good list. I don't want to verse it.
Yeah.
Glad it's only
I'm
there for
glad
one
I'm
day.
not playing in this tournament, I'll be honest. Some of
Yeah.
these lists are real spicy. Alright, next one. I think it's the last one.
Oh
Here we go.
yes,
Erin and her spiders.
Erin
Let's
gets
32.
Erin gets columns because there's too many spiders. Oh, although that being
Shout
said,
out to
like,
Reese
these-
for our little comments. I've been enjoying them.
It is very good. That
But-
is all spiders and only 8 models less than Ethan's denizens.
Yeah. Only
That's-
one bat swarm,
Fucked.
but there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Mirkwoods. 12 Mirkwoods. And you got 2,
That's
4,
That's-
6, 8,
that's so
10,
many.
12, 14, 16, 18 giant spiders.
That's so many 40 mil, 80, 60 mil bases as well. Though.
The thing
That's-
is-
you just crowded as
The
hell.
thing is now, cool, heroes are going to get paralyzed, but you know what else is getting paralyzed? Regular troops, because they got nothing else to do.
Yeah. But also
Yeah.
so is the army because it can't move past its 60 mil bases.
You get paralyzed, you get paralyzed. Everyone up in here is getting paralyzed.
Yeah, look,
Real,
absolutely.
yeah. And also, this list is, or this army is painted so well that it's
It's
genuinely
really
terrifying
Nice.
to look at, because it looks like you're looking at a table full of spiders. It's
actual spiders.
terrifying. It's so realistic.
Really good.
Um,
And,
That's great.
man,
But
I love it. I really do.
That's all of
Wow,
our
so that was-
lists.
it's 42 lists.
That was
That's
42
a lot.
lists.
42 lists.
Oh my god. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Real spicy. Is there any standout predictions? Maybe a 1, 2, 3, or just a 1, 2 for you lads?
So who stands out to me? My one that I like the most visually is the Gandalf the White, Imrahil, 2 captains, and just the riders.
Yeah.
Not
Of
bad.
Dolan Ra. That
I
one.
hate that list so much. No, go for it.
And then, man, which other ones stand out? I do like. Oh, it's tough. We just looked at so many that like my brain's turned into like a pile of mush.
Absolutely
Yeah,
the same.
tried.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm kind of having a quick scroll through just to see them all again.
Yeah.
Man,
The one that sticks in my head is Danny Giale's list.
yeah, it's a good one. I
That's
like
the
this one as well,
Gwahi
actually.
Rivendell Knight ones. That's, I think, yeah, one of my predictors to win, or not necessarily win, but do very, very, very well is that. But hey, look,
I just realized my favorite
Yeah.
is Mebriz.
oh
three
yeah,
wizards.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
some-
it actually. Yeah, no, never mind. Hands,
on all
hands
the
down.
different mounts. Yeah,
Also, Justin's just for how he submitted it.
yeah.
Man,
Yep.
that's gonna be so much fun.
I'm looking forward to that list. But like we've got all intentions of doing a once the tournament's done, looking at the top 5 or so lists.
Yeah, we'll do a breakdown.
We're looking at doing a breakdown with Jacob
Up the
again.
vlog.
So we'll see how it all pans out. But yeah, no, very very exciting. Lots of lists. I'm knackered after looking at all those lists.
There's so many fucking
I felt
lists.
myself
Yeah.
waning at about 35. I was like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
I
so,
might be late for work.
I'm so glad we're not doing masters. Could you imagine if we were doing masters?
Oh Jesus, fuck that. Yeah, they could give like
Oh.
maybe the top 15 or something if we're feeling.
If they're lucky. But let's
I do
sign
like
off.
Ben's as well, actually.
Yeah,
that's another good one.
the
The Iron Guard.
Day party.
All right.
Let's mug off. Shout out to the patrons. If you want to see our feet, jump onto the patrons.
Thanks so much.
We
We wouldn't
appreciate
have been
ya.
able to afford actual full Zoom without.
We've been able to
so-
afford
Yeah.
to get Jacob onto the channel.
Yeah, to afford to pay for
Oh,
Jacob to be here. Yeah.
I'll
expensive.
send you
So
that
much
80
money,
cents. I'll send you that 80 cents in the mail. Hopefully, it
Yeah,
arrives.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
But obviously, go check out his stuff. Kingdom of Durak Deep, as you can see behind him. It's really good stuff.
When's
Yeah,
that
the
on
next
your
project. Next project's being worked on currently.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, if it's the one that you showed me a few hints of, I'm very, very excited for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll keep everyone
we'll
posted
start
with
teasing
that.
things in a little bit.
Yeah. Is
Awesome.
Durak on your page yet? On your website?
Direct Deep's on the website. Yep.
Nice.
Perfect.
That'll be in the description.
And
Yep.
yeah, beautiful. All right, thanks for joining, boss man. We'll
Thank
I'm
you for
so
having me.
tired. I'm so tired.
I'm so I gotta work yet. Fucking hell. That exhausted me.
I'm cooked.
Oh, All right. Well, no, thanks a heap, guys. Really exciting shit for this tournament as well. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm so stressed about like running it properly. So
Yeah, good.
hopefully it does run properly. But yeah, anyway, bye.
Bye. Oh.